So a federal judge panel of 3, including Barbara Crabb, they actually did it. They said the maps the Republicans drew, which now governs the legislative districts in Wisconsin, are wrong. They're unconstitutional. They violate the representation of Democrats, one of the members of the panel said. How about that? You look back, and the Republicans won in 2010 before they did the maps. They did it in the Tea Party year, and after that, they had the votes and control to write the maps. Unlike other years where they had the votes, let's say the Democrats in the early 80s had the Assembly, the Senate, and Governor Tony Earl. They talked about the maps, but they involved Republican staffers who sat in, and they passed the maps with Democratic votes, but they did it more in public. This last time, the Republicans did it behind closed doors at Michael Best and Friedrich. One of the practicing attorneys was Reince Priebus, who was the state chair, now the national chair, now going in to become White House chief of staff. And at the time, the Republicans who looked at the maps as being drawn and influenced heavily by consultant Joe Hendrick from Minocqua, and also those in the legal team, maybe Jim Trupus and others, they made the Republicans sign an oath they can't talk about the maps to anybody outside. So it was very private. But they didn't say, the judge panel, what's a fair way to fix it? They've got to find a remedy, but what's the fair way? Are we going to be really fair and go by registrations and voting patterns and say every district should be 50-50 Democrat-Republican? I mean, you tell me. I mean, what's fair? Your idea of fairness is my idea of a scam and vice versa. So the key to this whole thing will be how can they do it in a fair way? But we have in this country a system where if things aren't fair and we challenge, we go to the courts. And sometimes we go to the courts, we get what we want, to paraphrase Rolling Stones song. And those are my 2 cents. My 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCoshen, a lobbyist to work for Tommy, who gets things done downtown at the Capitol. We can hear more about this and other stories at mitchhenck.com tomorrow at 8. Talk to you then.